The Trial of Maki Zenin by CJ Dachamp. Hey man, the Jujutsu Kaisen mojo was just in the air because two content creators then uploaded the Jujutsu Kaisen video today, RDC World 1 and CJ Dachamp, in the same goddamn day. That's crazy. I just reacted to the RDC World 1 one. If you're watching this video right now, that one is probably already up. You can go ahead and finish this one and then check that out. It's a funny skit, bro. RDC where, you know, they be cooking every time they do a skit. CJ Dachamp, Maki Zenin. Haven't started the Culling Games yet. I've been wanting to start it, but I'm like, yo, I don't want to watch it week by week, bro. It's gonna piss me off getting to the end of the episode and having to wait a week for another one. So I've been trying to let the episodes build up a little bit so I can binge watch them hoes. That's why I ain't watching none. With that being said, I did get spoiled. Not a major spoiler as far as specifics, but I did hear that Maki Zenin gets way stronger in the Culling Games than she ever was in regular Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, season 1 and season 2. So he's probably gonna talk about that. There's probably gonna be some of that in here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I just don't retain too much of it. It's still gonna be enjoyable when I watch it anyway, so it really don't even matter. But I just had to, you know, that's a detail I needed to know. Now, Shaq is on my screen looking at me. He calling time out. You right, Shaq. Let me shut the fuck up and get to the goddamn reaction. Without further ado, let's get it.
And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I gotta get this off my chest real quick. Cause who was bro right here feeling like? Like, bro, look at him. He was walking up all confident, doing all this extra shit.
Oh shit.
To get dropped in 0.5 seconds. Like, come on, dog. You are a background.
Why he get washed in one hit?
No, you're wrong, nigga. You are
Get your Professor X looking ass up out of here. The Maki Zenin trial. All right.
Welcome to another special emergency impromptu mini trial.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, these is back-to-back videos that was not planned. But after what I've seen and witnessed again, I had to make another detour because good God, Maki Zenin.
Woo!
Like, you've already seen this episode of JJ.
Oh, that's her clan?
Knew this video was coming.
She pull up on him?
This was generally one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Damn, she look different.
Literally just wiped the whole bloodline off the map. So with that being said, it's trial time, baby. So y'all already know we got the evidence.
She couldn't do that at first.
And we counting how many bodies got dropped at the end of this. So let's not waste more time. Without further ado,
this video is just a fat ass spoiler for the Culling Games, man. Listen, if you ain't watched the Culling Games and you don't want to be spoiled, then click off, I guess. I ain't watched none of it. I'm about to get spoiled a little bit. I'm going, hey, I signed up for this. I signed up for it. Like I said, I'm still going to enjoy myself when I actually watch the episodes. So whatever. That's what I get for waiting. You know what I'm saying? If I watch the episodes, it wouldn't even matter. So, you know, I'm going to deal with it.
Exhibit Z.
Damn.
The Zenin clan.
Oh, okay.
Off the map.
Z was in it.
Since this is
So she wiped her clan.
we are reviewing a pretty massive crime. Let's go ahead and get the main question out the way first. Was Maki blaming her entire clan justified? And I ain't gonna lie.
They hold her.
Tell you right now. Yes.
Okay.
100% yes. All these sorry ass fraudulent ass niggas had to go. Just straight up. These niggas suck. Big 3 family my ass. Like, bro, on some real shit, the Zenin clan might be one of the most toxic fictional families of all time. I mean, they are competing with the big dogs of dog shit families. Like,
Talk trying to bite the camera.
Mishimas, the Hanmas, the Targaryens,
Not the
royal
Mishimas.
family of the Fire Nation. Like, these
Oh my goodness, they that bad?
The only thing these greedy motherfuckers valued in life was status and power. Like, for example, if you had low curse energy or your curse technique didn't meet up to their standard, they treated you like garbage. They wouldn't even look at your ass. And oh Lord, don't even get me started on the misogyny. This motherfucker Naoya, bro, had to go. This is basically what would happen in Fresh and Fit.
I don't know nothing about him.
They turn into this motherfucker. I mean, the stuff he was saying about women, like, good God, bro was talking crazy.
Damn.
And last but not least, and one of the prime reasons they had to get packed up was because of her ugly ass, old ass, black-eyed daddy. This man might be in the running for one of the worst dads in anime history. Like, daddy. This.
All right, who y'all got? Who y'all got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? I heard homeboy in the upper left is really, 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 really fucking bad. A lot of people give it to him. Something about him willingly letting something happen to his daughter. I don't remember. Somebody else tell me. I know y'all know what it is. But who y'all got though?
This man
I got guard daddy in here.
Might be in the running for one of.
Yeah, okay. That's Gon's dad down in the lower left. What he do? Is it just that Gon has never met his dad before? Y'all got
the worst dads in anime history.
All right, man.
Him and her sorry ass mama both had to go. I mean, this nigga motherfucker really made a whole plan to slime out his own daughters. Ogi literally hated Maki simply because he thought that his daughters was the reason he wasn't named head of the clan. I mean, the first thing Maki sees when she comes back home is her father standing over her sister's body after he beat the dog water out of her. Then he decides to cut his own daughter down in cold blood, and then he proceeds to drag both of his children's bodies through a dark hallway and throws both of them in a full of curses and leaves his own children in there.
Toss them down the stairs.
These niggas had to go. Every last one of them. Because these motherfuckers were generally terrible people.
Sound like they both in.
Told Maki to destroy it all and sacrifices herself because her literal existence was nerfing Maki because of the whole identical twin thing in JJK. This was the last day on Earth for every last person in the Zenin compound.
Oh, she put in Itachi? Wiped all their ass in a night?
Energy with her when she passed. It left Maki with none. And with the heavenly restriction that she has, she basically got a game-breaking buff and became a physical freak of nature, just like her deadbeat uncle. So the first victim of Maki's
bum-ass daddy
was her bum-ass deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
He made quick work of his sorry ass. Hell, he was so scared when he felt her aura, this nigga thought Toji came back from the dead like the Undertaker. But nah, bro charged.
I heard that. I've heard people say that Maki is on par with Toji when she gets to full power in the Culling Games. Again, there's motherfuckers that read ahead. They've already read the Culling Games and the manga and all that good stuff. They already know what's going on. I've heard that, bro. I've heard that. That's crazy, bro. Maki got that. And that's why I was like, I know Maki is strong and very skilled, but damn, she got that strong? Shit, wow, man. I can't wait to watch it.
Felt her aura? This nigga.
By the way, how y'all feel about Dragon Ball Super coming back, bro? How y'all feel about Dragon Ball Super coming back, bro? Back in Dragon Ball Super is back. Nigga, I just had to throw that in there since we talk about anime and shit. That shit back, bro. We getting Dragon Ball Super remake coming later this year. That's what I think it is anyway. They're doing Beer's arc confirmed, but I think they're gonna do other arcs too. We're gonna see. Then they're goddamn doing Galactic Patrol finally. If they do Galactic Patrol, y'all know they're gonna do the arc after that. The Granola arc, they have to. It's the only other arc left. Like, why wouldn't you do it? I can't wait.
I thought Toji came back from the dead like the Undertaker.
Back to Juju. Little Dragon Ball break.
Just for Maki to hit him with a
I like it, Kaji.
Oh!
Took the niggas gold off and gave him the best lineup niggas had in years. So after she dropped off her sorry ass,
get your ass out of here.
Up on the chopping block where the
Kukuru units.
And this is the moment where Maki turned into the bride. Cause the way
wow. Yeah.
Really had me thinking I was
Kill Bill time.
Anime adaptation of Kill Bill.
Let's go.
Set the scene. After her pops got a fresh lineup,
bro, not sorry Cruz, bro.
Ended up going on lockdown, and Maki ended up getting surrounded by the Kukuru.
She looked crazy.
A bunch of nameless Zenin clan NPCs with no curse techniques. That ranks were filled up with a bunch of niggas and motherfuckers with butts cuz that have never had a tip fade or a lineup ever in their life. But luckily for the Kukuru unit, they were surrounding the best barber in Jujutsu Society. So a bunch of them end up running at her, but she swings once and gets a quadruple kill. Then after she drops the first four, she just casually starts to walk down these niggas. Look at this one kill. She cuts both of his and sliced them down the middle. And while she was mid-air, she hits his sword and it was straight into this dude's neck. So after the first wave of dudes, this
Maki
bald nigga. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I gotta get this off my chest real quick. Cause who was bro?
This nigga walked up swinging that hoe.
Like, bro, look at him. He was walking up all
look at him.
doing all this extra shit just to get dropped in 0.5 seconds. Like, come on.
That nigga tried to get some aura. No, nigga, you don't get
You ain't even got a name. Know your role, nigga. You are not that guy. Pow.
You're not that guy.
This bald nigga lost all of his aura. Maki just continued to brutally.
Damn.
Nobody in that room was safe. She was styling on these niggas so hard the screen turned gray and black, just like when the bride ripped the dude's eyes out. Now when she continued to cut everyone down, we get to one of her most brutal kills. She drops down like she's about to do a hell sweep, but she kicks this dude in the gut. And this kick was so hard, it literally made this dude's head explode.
Damn!
Not gonna lie, if I'm one of these dudes and I just saw one of my homies
how
go out
hard
like
you gotta
that,
kick a
I'ma
motherfucker to make their head explode?
And I'm leaving Japan ASAP. Cause I'm not about to lose my life.
I'ma holler at y'all.
A nigga's head just exploded. You got me fucked up. So
It's
after
wild.
she just exploded bro's cranium, these two come in and swing, but they get instantly decapitated.
Oh yeah, we just seen what she just did to everybody else, but let's just keep running up. No, bruh, I'm slipping out the back and I'm gone. I don't know nobody, don't nobody know me.
Then this one tries to attack her, but she hits the limbo and gives this nigga one of the nastiest side eyes. She really looked at bro like,
"Are you serious, my brother?"
Cuts his sword in half. And while bro was just left in disbelief, he had no time to think about his next move, cause he ended up getting split. Then she ends up jumping up top. And look at this brother right here. You can tell just by the look in his eyes that he didn't already doodled his pants. And he's regretting his entire life.
Facts.
Bro is probably in his head cursing his parents for birthing him in this family.
Ooh, the blood splatter.
And finally puts that one guy out of his misery. Then she ends up pulling off one of the sauciest sequences in anime history. She jumps down and starts sliding on the blood and booms like 10 niggas. Then while she was still sliding, one dude tries to hit her, but she ends up hitting the limbo again and ends up transitioning into a bicycle kick and snatches bro's. The last guy in the sequence got done the dirtiest out of everyone. She slid on the blood.
Bro, she's skating on the blood.
Pulled up in front of this dude's face, and she stared into his soul and hit him with a.
Hand me the black
1
mark.
inch. Yeah.
This might be one of the most disrespectful moments of all
That's
time.
crazy,
simply
bro.
because of how nonchalant
pulled up
she
and,
was while doing this. She really slid on the blood.
Look at her.
Both of these niggas. And singled dude out specifically just to hit him with a 1-inch punch and send him flying.
That's funny as
That is
hell.
just flat out ridiculous. So she runs up to this one dude and she packs him up just like Anakin did to Count Dooku as she cuts his hands clean off and disarms him. And while this dude was screaming in pain, his sword that ended up flying landed on top of this dude.
Wow.
Dude wasn't even expecting it. Poor guy died because of collateral damage.
Right.
So as Maki continued to cut down the last wave of Zenin NPCs,
Look at her.
decides to finish him off with a Devil May Cry combo. She starts to swing and chop up every nigga in the
Goodness.
room. So when she finally stands upright, everybody else in the room drops dead.
Damn.
Maki just casually dropped off the entire Kukuru unit that consisted over 100+ niggas.
Boy.
She dropped off over 100 people in that room in about 2 minutes. That's just pure wicked work right
Y'all
there.
better
So
stop
after
playing with her.
the unit was wiped out, we move on to our next set of victims, who were known as the Hay. Now, the Hay consisted of the strongest sorcerers in the Zenin clan. All these dudes were semi-grade 1 sorcerers or higher. So on paper, these niggas should not be bums. But Maki didn't give a damn who they were, cause she was here to expose these bums for the frauds that they were. So the first thing that she does is instantly speed blitz Nobuaki, the captain of the Kukuru unit, and she wasted little to no time on his sorry ass. Bro tried to lunge in to attack Maki, but she closed the distance in like 2 seconds and cuts his sword into pieces. Then she ripped his rope out, and the front piece of his sword that ended up getting broken off flew back and dove him in the back of the head.
Oh my goodness.
Her most brutal kill in
Brutalizing them
was
boys.
just flat out.
Snatched his throat out.
Just grabbed him by the neck and ripped out his trachea. And while bleeding out and gasping for air, his own sword hits the reverse and throws him. Like, good God, that is just pure brutality. So next up was the old man with the mohawk. And just look at him in this frame. You know damn well his old ass didn't know what the hell was going on. Unk had no business being here. Maki was so fast, she popped up in his face for a good 2 seconds. And you see his death from his POV. Maki ripped his eyes out and crushed them in front of him. She brutally murdered a senior citizen who probably had Alzheimer's disease.
Man, for that.
The first two. She ends up getting hit by this gravity magic attack by this rat tail looking motherfucker. And he was trying to hold her down for this ore farmer Junichi to not do shit.
Bro.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'ma be 100% real with y'all. This Junichi nigga had my ass fooled. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna be one of them ones. I mean, look at the nigga. He looked the part. He looked like Uvo from Hunter x Hunter. He was Toji's brother, for Christ's sakes. I thought he was gonna be be like that. But no, my disappointment was immeasurable. He hits Maki with the same move Deku hit Overhaul with. Just a barrage of punches that ended up manifesting into a bunch of giant fists. And it looks like this attack should have done something. Hell, the explosion the attack gave off looks like a nuke just got set off.
Okay.
But when the dust clears, the first person that you see is Ranta. And his little rat-tailed ass was bleeding out because he was trying to hold down Maki so Junichi could kill her. And he thinks that he is dying at peace, thinking that his boy Junichi just finished the job. So when he finally dies, you see Maki walk out of the smoke. And when she walks past him, she is carrying Junichi's head. This kid Ranta died living a false reality because his sacrifice meant nothing.
Died off camera. Carried his head past the eye. Maki. What is going on here, dog?
Junichi's sorry ass to not do shit.
Trash. Every bit of it.
So after the
he had all of it walking up,
got packed up, the last man standing.
Oh, you talking about this dude?
Than the leader of the Zenin clan's most elite squad of bums, the misogynistic tickle monster himself, Naoya.
Tickle monster.
Wide mouth, lockjawed, crooked tooth looking motherfucker probably gave Maki the best spa day she's ever had in her life. I mean, look at this 5-star customer service. He is massaging every muscle on her body at 24 frames per second.
Damn.
It probably feels amazing. Then he got into his chiropractic bag. Nigga started to throw her in the mountains and shit, making sure her bones and joints were loose.
This nigga said he gave her a spa day, bro. I'm done.
Had to hurt from carrying this episode so damn hard. So after about a good 12 seconds when the massage was finally over, we get to the demise of Naoya. And one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. Maki ends up squatting down into the stance of a sumo wrestler. And she just stands here and waits patiently to swat this nigga like the fly that he was. So while Naoya was running to use his finishing move, Maki basically
speeding up?
His technique.
So he mentioned 24 frames per second. Does he got that same technique as that old dude that was like moving super fast? He's moving like within the frames that time moves in. I forgot how his power, bro. It was that old dude. Y'all remember what I'm talking about during the Shibuya incident. He got that finishing move. Look at him kind of moving like that.
He figured out how his technique works and downloaded his movements and read him like a book. She turns around and stares.
Real quick. I know they ain't got shit to do with nothing. Shout out to Kai Cenat for trying to rediscover his love for content creation, man. The man was literally the biggest content creator on the planet. It still is. It ain't like he, it went away. But it's like, biggest out here doing this damn thing. A whole bunch of high-ass production value, super duper high quality cameras, all that good stuff, high quality mics, all that. But he got bored of it, man. It got stale. And he eventually was like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. Let me go back to the OG style of content that YouTubers used to do when they used to make content back in the day, man. Grab you a little camera. It ain't gonna be no super duper high quality 4K camera. It's just a regular ass camera, you know what I'm saying? It's just barely HD, 720p or some shit like that. Hit record on that motherfucker and just do something, man. Kai been reading to improve his reading ability and all that good stuff. Like, again, he's falling back in love with content creation. Like, content creation has become so high maintenance nowadays. If you're a big content creator, it probably feel good for him to get back to old school style content like this. So shout out to Kai for that, man. Shout out to Kai for that. All right, we back in.
Maki basically figured out how his technique works and
downloaded that shit. Let's go.
Read him like a book. She turns around and stares into this nigga's soul. Fist cocked back and loaded. And you can see it in Naoya's face. Bro is looking like the two dudes from the last video that were in the same exact situation. And he was probably thinking the same thing they were in his last moments.
Damn. He really about to rock my shit.
Pow! Not the round winning kill, bro. Get your ass on. They replayed it 5 different times. Boy.
Fatality.
Oh, look at his
face caved in and skull shattered.
That shit was gooey.
The strongest misogynist in history was cooked. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the final on-screen victim of the Zenin clan massacre. And it was none other than her sorry-ass mama. And the way she killed her was actually very unsettling. She was basically walking around and playing hide and seek with her while calling out, mother in a tone that felt like she was just trying to talk with the intentions of killing her. She was moving like an actual serial killer. So when she finally found her, you can just see the terror on her face because her own daughter,
bro, look at this man in the back, bro,
garbage, was about to take her life. And Maki didn't even hesitate to do it. She slit her throat and that was that ball game. Now let me give her sorry ass mama. She did make sure to send Naoya's two-faced Harvey Dent looking ass back to the lobby with the rest of the family. But with that though, every single member of the Zenin clan that was at the compound that day were dead. And Maki's mother was the last on-screen victim of the massacre. Now I say last on screen because guess what? Job's not finished. Because when Mai said destroy it all, she really meant destroy it all. Because after she massacred everybody at the compound that day, she went off and boomed every other Zenin clan member that wasn't there that day.
Damn.
She took every last one of these niggas off the map. You wasn't even safe if you wasn't even at the compound that day. She still found those niggas and killed them. And she completely eradicated the entire bloodline to the point where they ended up getting kicked out of the big three families and their entire family legacy was ruined. Now, last thing to complete this entire exhibit, let's estimate how many people she actually killed. Now, with the resources we got, we can make a pretty good estimate. So let's look at this family photo right here. Every person in this photo besides Naobito got killed by Maki. And that would be a total of 112. And adding her sorry ass mama, that's 113. Now let's look at everybody that was not at the compound. She killed the other 6 members of the Hei that weren't there that day, 9 members of the Akashi, and 21 other members of the Kukuru unit. So if we add in those other bodies, she dropped off 149 of these.
Oh, 149, okay. I said 200-300. I overshot it a little bit. That's all right, though. That's all right.
This is just my estimate, but not gonna lie.
A lot of bodies.
One wicked kill-death ratio.
Facts.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a easy pass. Light work, no reaction. She really exposed how fraudulent the Zenin clan actually was. Like, it's actually hilarious when you look at this. This clan prides itself off of curse techniques and curse.
They could have got her on their side. Nope.
Grown-ass men got wiped off the map by a 16-year-old girl that didn't have a drop of that shit. Is hilarious. Their legacy is cooked. And you know, all this could have been avoided if they just listened to Naobito's will. But hey, they can all have that conversation down there while they burning in hell. Also for the crime. Nah,
they ain't gonna be doing no talking.
Free Maki, nigga.
They gonna be doing no talking.
Hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time.
Okay. Subscribe. We're gonna leave that on the screens because it's telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, golly, bro. Maki Zenin, strong as hell now, doing her damn thing. Got the clan up out of here. Didn't know about that, so it adds a little bit of spoiler. But like I said, man, you know what you signed up for. When you click on this goddamn video, it's going to be a little spoiler. And we're going to have to deal with that. We're going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Great video by CJ Dachamp. As always, I'm about to start the Culling Games soon, bro, because even though, again, I don't want to be waiting a week every time they hit me with a cliffhanger, I do need to watch some, bro. I need to watch some. And it ain't that far in, so it ain't that much to watch. So I need to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and do it, bro. I'll do it. But this video by CJ Dachamp was good, as always, man. These videos are always funny. Make sure y'all stay tuned for my other videos, bro. The RDC Jujutsu video that I just dropped. So y'all check that out. Check out my streams coming in the future. All that good stuff, baby. And until next time, make sure you show love the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Now, till next time we are up out of this thing. It's your boy Dar. We signing out. Hey.